The average computer user has, get this, 27 passwords. And as you probably know, it can be tough to keep track of all of them. But a solution may be at hand. In fact, it may be in our hands.
I think I have more than 27. Our devices themselves contain sensors that can read all kinds of identifying information about us. And that could make biometric data the key to our online world, putting an end to the password. Brook Silva-Braga has the story.
And so just the walking is enough to tell who has the phone?
That's right.
All Professor Vishal Patel did was ask a student to walk across campus at Rutgers University, then hand his phone to another student who walked back.
But that little difference in how they walk is enough.
Is enough to identify who the person is walking.
To the phone's accelerometer, every smartphone has one, the walking looked like this.
You have two different people walking in the same path, but as you can see, their signatures are very different.
Just 2 years ago, in Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, this was science fiction.
These cameras actually know how the agent walks, how he talks, how he moves.
But researchers like Patel are making biometrics real and trying to use them to make our devices more secure.
Okay, so if I try to use the phone, the camera's already looking at me.
With a process called active authentication that constantly, passively monitors the user.
And it's locked.
Yep.
The phone was also trained, incredibly, to recognize the unique way its owner scrolls down the screen.
And now if you were to switch the phone, let's say if you want to try using his phone.
So if I swipe, it's going to be able to tell it's someone else scrolling.
Someone else scrolling, yes.
Okay.
So now you swipe, the score's like, there you go, in 2 swipes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
After 2 swipes.
2 swipes.
The time between specific keystrokes also gives you away. So do the words you choose and the way you punctuate them. Move a mouse and the path of the pointer can identify you. So can the way you click.
We saw promising results.
No one method works well enough, but combining several should, as Google showed in a 2015 test.
A new method of authentication that may prove to be tenfold more secure than the best fingerprint sensors.
Much of this work has been funded by DARPA, the research group within the Department of Defense. Angelos Kiramidis oversees the DARPA project.
We have a lot of passwords, and as you've seen in the news, we get targeted, same as everybody else, and we think we can do something better than passwords.
So this is self-preservation as much as anything?
That's right.
So DARPA called on more than a dozen universities and private companies for creative solutions. Some are hard to believe.
Well, your phone has a number of radios: Wi-Fi radio, cellular radio, Bluetooth radio. These emit signals. The signals from a close-up distance reflect off your skin. Well, it turns out they don't actually reflect off your skin. They actually penetrate the skin a few millimeters. So one of our performers figured out a way of not only sensing heartbeat, but also extracting a high-fidelity signal that could be used to authenticate the user based on their individual heartbeat.
The phone can not only hear our heart, it knows whose heart it is.
Yes.
That's nuts.
It's fun.
So why isn't this active authentication active yet? Well, it could drain our batteries too quickly or fail to work in certain settings. For example, the camera can't see you in the dark. And some of the methods, like tracking our pattern of life, could turn off users.
Once you have this information, you can sort of learn where the person will end up in the afternoon or at night.
To a lot of people, this is just going to look creepy.
That's right. It is creepy, but it is very, very powerful.
What guarantees me that somebody is not using my biometric data to do surveillance on me?
Joseph Attic helped invent facial recognition technology 25 years ago, but today he says tracking users is so valuable to marketers that tech companies can't be trusted to self-regulate their use of biometrics.
You broke my password, I'm going to change it.
Can't change your face.
I can't change my face. I can't change my fingerprints. I need some mechanism to protect me.
That mechanism would be a guarantee that all the biometric information stays on the device. For CBS This Morning, Saturday, Brook Silva-Braga, New York.
All right, so this can't get here fast enough. What's the over-under number of times a year you change your password because you can't remember what it was?
I just did it twice yesterday on 2 different sites. Are you kidding?
Daily occurrence.
Yeah. The only thing I'm thinking, though, is I use my thumb on my phone. The number of times where that doesn't work and I have to put in the password because it's just not clicking, I guess if it's recognizing your face, it would do that automatically.
The number of times I've had to call my kids into the room to fix it. It was like even that.
You can't get done.